What's up, guys? Welcome back to another upload on the channel. Today, I'm covering the top 5 reasons you're not making progress on self improvement. And stick around till the end because the last one is the most fatal. So, the first reason is because you don't have clear goals. Now, this one is pretty self explanatory because you need goals to achieve something. When you have goals, you're going to have a direction. And when you have direction, then you can start working towards it and you know how to work towards it. However, when you don't have goals, that is when you fail because you're just walking around, wandering around aimlessly without an objective. And this just leads to time wasted and questioning life like, am I doing anything with my life? Probably not. So, yeah, it's very important to be setting goals so you can start progressing on self improvement. And unlike my other videos, the actionable step is going to come now. So, I want you to pause this video, pull out a piece of paper, and write down 5 goals or 5 to 10 goals that you want for the next year, or maybe by the end of this year. Right? I'm gonna wait. Now that you're done, I want you to cross out all of them except for one or two. You'll understand why in a bit. So, you can only have one or two goals that you truly focus on because if you don't, you're gonna fail immediately because you're trying to chase too many goals at once and you can't possibly focus on all of them and make progress in all of them. Whereas if you just choose to and you don't overwhelm yourself and you just go all in on two or even one goal, that's going to be enough to make substantial progress in that one goal, which will by far give you better results than all of those others. And once you complete that goal, you can then focus on other areas of life. This is the type of balance that is needed in our lives. Not chasing all the goals at once, but chasing some goal and then after we complete it, moving on to the next layer of our purpose and achieving the next goal. That's how it should be on self improvement. And that's how it is for people who have been on it for a long time and know what they're doing. So, the second reason you're stuck on self improvement is you have too many distractions distracting you from self improvement. So, this could be just entertainment or video games on your computer. But this is a pretty self explanatory issue. I mean, it everyone has distractions, you just have to eliminate them. There's a very good quote I've heard about self improvement. It's not about how many things you can add into your life. It's about how many things you can remove from your life. Would it be crazy to say that you would achieve more by sitting in a room and doing nothing for 5 days than your current habits? It wouldn't be so crazy because there's very many benefits to just being present and letting your mind think. In fact, that's what philosophers did in the ancient times. They just sat and thought. We don't do that these days anymore because we're too busy. And this busyness can distract us from our self improvement, from doing the good habits, or even from just being present. All of these distractions in the modern world. And the third reason you're stuck on self improvement is because you have poor mental health. So, again, I have a quote to back this up. Your bad habits aren't bad habits. They're symptoms of your bad mental health. What does this mean exactly? Basically, a person with good mental health won't be playing video games for 5, 6 hours a day. They won't be eating junk food to numb themselves. They will already be healthy. They will be eating healthy, reading books, and playing sports, working out, doing everything right. If you just felt happy internally, you wouldn't need to seek this hedonistic pleasure outside. And ultimately, that is what we're working towards. In order to improve your mental health, what you need to do is meditation, gratitude, and just overall presence. So don't take your phone everywhere you go with you. It's a bad example to set for your brain that you always need to be stimulated and you're just going to pull out your phone mindlessly and start scrolling. That's wrong. You shouldn't do that. And Gratitude, every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Meditation, just sit quietly for 5 minutes, focus on your breathing. All these habits are really, really simple. They just need some legwork to be put in. Eventually, they become second nature. And with gratitude, eventually you start to experience positive thoughts throughout the day. Thanks to meditation and presence, you'll stay present in everyday life, which means you're not going to be mind wandering, thinking about other stuff. A wandering mind is an unhappy mind, and that is truly proven. Because if we just sit there peacefully, that is one of the most joyful experiences, even though it seems like we're just doing nothing. Okay, so that's the third reason covered. The fourth reason is because you have negative peer pressure in your life. So this one is a very big one because people are hesitant to cut off their friends who are slowing them down on self-improvement. And that can be understandable, but of course some measures have to be taken to cut out friends who are just not really even your friends, who just insult you, who just basically don't want the best for you. They want to see you fail. Those are not your friends. Your real friends will want to see you succeed, even if your journey doesn't perfectly align with theirs. And just because someone's not on self-improvement doesn't mean they're a bad friend. A lot of my friends aren't on self-improvement. That's just pretty self-explanatory. But they're loyal friends who would stand up for me and basically would not criticize me for being on self-improvement. So the fifth reason and the best reason, or I guess the worst reason you're stuck on self-improvement, is because you don't step outside your comfort zone. Basically, in order to grow, we need to keep on improving and keep pushing our limits, pushing our comfort zone. This is a fact that we've internalized in the back of our heads. We don't think about often. Just like how in the gym, you need to lift more weights for more reps or more sets to make any progress. It's called progressive overload. We can do the same in our self-improvement. And in fact, if we don't, that is our downfall. And the way you do that is by tracking your self-improvement. A lot of people don't do it, they just go about living life. But if you track your self-improvement, then you're truly going to know what to do. Because you're like, oh, I can improve this aspect of my life this way. Or I can improve that aspect of my life this way. Or I can cut this out. Eventually, you're going to make way faster progress than if you were to just live life and go with the flow, as many people do, even on self-improvement. But yeah, that's it for this video. Follow my Patreon, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out one of these 2 videos that's going to pop up here. Thank you for watching. Embrace progress, not perfection. See ya.